I'm on the headband. I smoke like Red Man. You touch a dime of my bread, you'll be a dead man. 2 Loracets, 5 Percocets. I drank that purple stuff, I push a purple vet. You not a millionaire, you just a thousandaire. My house in Malibu, my black and...
Live?
Are we live?
I think we're live.
What's up? Welcome to the High Flyers Club. See, bro, y'all said I'd be asking questions, but
Zach said we're live. I'm just following
good.
That's funky. That's
All right, we good?
It's Aldo.
All right. Welcome to the High Flyers Club. I'm Sean. This is Thomas, Brandon, Zach, Eric, and then we got a special guest, Casino ATX.
Hey, what's good?
And Chef?
Chef
What
Greasy.
name do you go by exactly? I've always just known you as Chef.
I'm Chef Greasy.
Hey, Chef Greasy.
Chef Greasy in the
AKA
house.
Hooks by Yayo Chinchilla.
So, if tell us a little bit about yourself. Like what do you do? What are you into?
Man, all right. Well, I'm like you said, I'm Casino ATX. I'm a rapper, originally right from here, but I do a lot more than rap. You know, like I do a lot of songwriting. I really started off here in radio. Started off on KZI when I was in high school, and I kind of transitioned into music from there. Used to be Nook's hype man, so I got a long history here. I've done quite a lot around here, but for the past couple of years, I've been doing a lot of traveling with my music, and you know, getting out there, pushing it, smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of
So you
travel.
more of like a weed rapper? Like, do you
Um,
incorporate that together quite a bit?
I'd say I definitely kind of transitioned into that. Over these
So that's
past
not what
couple
you
of
started
years.
as, though.
No. We were more like real street. My first big hits was a song called Game Time when I was in a group called Gutta Gang, and we were like, you know, kind of like the Austin
The
version.
Gutta
of,
Gang?
Got a game.
Yeah, Gutta Gang. You know, like the Austin version of Wu-Tang playing. It was
Gotcha.
like a whole bunch of us.
So you've been around for a while.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty deep in the scene here and in Texas in general.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you originally from Austin?
I was born in Houston.
Okay.
But I moved to Austin when I was real young, and I pretty much grew up in Austin. Moved around a lot.
What part of Austin you
Northeast.
Nice.
Northeast. 24, 23.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my hood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's badass, man. What year was that, like, that you started rapping here in Austin?
Oh, man.
Or did
Let's
you
see.
start rapping in Austin?
Funny enough, I actually wrote my first rap when I was living in Sacramento. I lived out in Cali.
Fuck yeah.
And but when I moved back to Austin, I was in, like I said, I was in high school, and I started. I got the little gig at KZI, and I happened to meet Nook. We were both going to Reagan together,
Okay.
and Nook really is the person that introduced me into the actual music scene, and really got my feet wet with that. And I'd say that was like the late '90s
Okay.
when I started doing that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Right
you've
over
been
there
on the
off
scene.
right off of there,
Yeah.
St. John's, everything.
Oh man, shoot! I mean, yeah, you know, right there at Reagan.
Right.
Yeah. So you know, I've been running around Austin for quite a while. Like I'd say, like most of the rappers and the hip hop heads here, they probably know who I am. And what's interesting is my new audience though really knows me more from the smoking and the more
The weed
party
stuff.
songs.
That's kind of how I know you from.
Yeah.
Is the weed stuff and like
Fuck yeah.
just all the Partyville and all that.
Absolutely. Well, you know, the longer you do something, you know, you got to kind of morph and change
Yeah.
and
Gotta adapt and
stay
overcome.
current. There you go.
So you brought us a little treat. This Farmers of Perfection.
Yes.
Oh, it looks good.
Yes, so-
Mendo.
Yeah, so I brought 2 flavors here. Bust this one open. This one.
We like to do a little review at the beginning of every episode
Oh, yeah.
now. So we'll all grab a little piece and visually inspect it, and then
Absolutely.
Thomas, you want to roll something up?
What'd you grab over there?
You want to roll?
He's got the menthol mondo,
I got the Elmer's Widow over
the
here.
Elmer's Widow. Yeah, that Elmer's Widow is real good. That's a combination of Gorilla Glue and Black Widow.
Travis
I mean,
said
White
this
Widow.
one was like Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah,
But
it's got a real good taste.
It's nice.
Yeah.
We'll check it out, Thomas.
Matter of fact, did y'all enjoy? You enjoyed what I brought you last time?
Yeah, I've still been smoking on it.
Yeah.
So I try to rotate through like a bunch of different ones, so I'm not getting too burned out on anything.
Absolutely.
So it's like, he brought me 3, so I've been hit a bowl here,
Right.
here, go to the regulars, the other ones, and come back and do another rotation.
go.
But
There
it's
you
been
go.
really good.
That's
The
what's up.
Starfighter was really good.
The Starfighter was one of my favorites.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, but so Farmers of Perfection. I
Had a
mean,
nice smell.
yeah, that one. That's the menthol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was real nice. That was real nice.
So tell them what Farmers of Perfection is.
Yeah. So I got connected with this company through one of my PR guys, right? So I work with a lot of different PR companies to help push my brand and what I do, and so it's like, man, he knew of this company. They're getting ready to do a big launch.
Wow.
They're looking for people to help them brand and get the name out there, right?
Okay.
So had some meetings with them. Love their product.
I love some glue. That Elmer's
Oh,
Widows got a real glue smell.
Man, yeah.
It's nice.
Actually, yeah, that's why you still smell it. There you go.
Stuck to me.
It stuck to you.
But so I linked up with them. Now, so this is my fault. I told y'all the wrong thing because I initially thought they were out of Washington. They're actually out of Oregon.
Okay.
So do want to make that correction. They're out of Oregon State. So basically, what I'm doing is this is part of the soft launch. So when I go travel around and do shows and in all of the states where it's legalized and everything, I help push the brand, right? So when I set up, I got my banners, I got their banners, we got all of that stuff, and it's a mutual collaboration.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Badass, man. And you're just hitting pop-ups, things like that.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, crossing the nation.
That's awesome.
Yep. Moving around. So we've been hitting pop-ups. Any states where it's legalized, I'll go through. We'll give out. Really, it's perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? Because most of my music is all, for the most part, smoke music.
Yeah.
So who gonna turn down free weed, right? So I'll come through.
I didn't turn it down.
Yeah.
I was like, present? Nice little bag. You gave me the cones and everything?
Right?
Shit.
Yeah, no, we do it right.
Full
Farmers
pack,
of
ready to go.
But no, we'll come through. We'll give out like little joints, little samples of that, and then we'll have like links to the music. Perfect music to smoke to. Here's some perfect smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Do we want to show them one of those songs real quick?
Yeah.
I can go
Let's
ahead
do
and
one.
put it in the little media can.
He said, which one am I going to smoke?
Are you a bong kind of guy? How do you prefer?
Yeah, let's hit that ball. Which one did you break down?
I got the almond glue.
So this one is the Happy Little
Let's
Trees.
see.
Oh yeah, this is one of my first first major weed songs.
You hit it real quick.
Hi, boys and girls. Today, we're gonna
We had to get you at the election. we got him with the shock and light. I even told him, I was like, set the cameras up. I gave him
I was looking at it too, like this weird ass lighter.
We've been getting people with it all day, bro. All day. Here,
Someone give
here's
him a real lighter, for real.
I got one.
He's like, nah, I don't trust y'all no more.
I got my own. I got my own lighter now.
We bought like 5 of these, and we've been getting people with it all day long.
You know what's crazy is I used to work I was a manager at Spencer's way back in the day.
Yeah.
I should have seen that.
Yeah, you should have seen that one coming from a mile away. That's old school right there.
Hell yeah.
Guess this is one of your songs in the background right now. Is that you right there?
This is Bob Ross.
So are you big on like the characterization of yourself and stuff like that? Like,
My
I
big
noticed
thing,
you got a bunch of personas. You know what I mean?
absolutely. So I'm all about having fun. I'm all about having fun. Like I spent my late teens and 20s, trying to be hard and all of that, like most young people do. But I was like, when I started making my transition, and this song's kind of old, but when I started making my transition, I was like, man, let's just have fun. Let's have fun. And I started diving into the various aspects of myself. So like we got the Street Nerd album, which is out right now. My next one coming out is the Kush Doctor. It's I just try to show the various sides of myself and have fun, man.
Is that the whole thing behind Partyville?
Yeah, it's all about having
So
fun.
what is Partyville? Is that just your your brand in general?
Yeah, so alright, so I was running around at South by Southwest one year, and I met this crazy ass dude. He was a producer. And he used to be a producer for Rick James. So that ought to tell you the type of partying he used to do. Right? So,
Fuck your couch.
yeah, fuck your couch. At the time, he was scouting me for, and I can't even remember what label it was. This was like quite some time ago. So we were out partying, and like everywhere we went, a bunch of different people would stop and be like, "Oh shit, Casino, what's up?" And so like everywhere we went, he was like, "Damn, you know everybody." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm the mayor. I'm the mayor of Partyville."
So it was kind of a joke, but then
It started as a joke.
it turned to I'm really the mayor of Partyville.
Right, and so
So I printed some of your stuff with Justin Dial.
Yeah.
He's one of our
That's
partners in the print
Yeah,
shop.
yeah, yeah.
So
Fuck
I
yeah.
saw it roll through there one time, Partyville and all this. I'm like, what's up with that? So that he, I actually learned about you, I guess, from Justin originally.
For real, yeah.
From
That's-
printing your merch.
oh, nice.
And then I didn't even know who the hell you were.
that's
and,
what-
and then it was like we were at Bars, Jars, and Cigars, and you're like, try this popcorn. And I was like, hell yeah. And that popcorn is on point. Because you can eat the whole fucking bag and not get fucked up. Like, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
it was mellow.
most of the time you can eat a few pieces and you're like, I'm fucked up. It's like,
Right.
you can munch on that. Like, really go
for
in
sure.
on it.
The popcorn was good.
Yeah, well, and that was the whole. Shout out to the Bent Baker. She was the lady that I did that in collaboration with. But that was the whole point. That's what we went for. We were like, we wanted to make something that you could literally eat
Yeah.
and just kind of sustain the high you already had, and not wipe it out,
Enjoy
like you
yourself,
said.
basically.
Yeah,
Partyville.
there you go. We want you to
don't
keep
wanna sleep.
partying. But no, that's kind of where it came from, man. It was like I was really just talking about Austin, and it started as a joke, but it was like, wait, that's perfect because like everybody knows the big cities in Texas for their style, right? Like Houston's known for the screw and
Yeah.
the slow down music. Dallas is more upbeat, the jumping music. So I was like, what's Austin? We party.
Yeah.
We party. People come here to party.
That's
So-
funny. I don't think I've ever heard that question be asked, like music wise. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's really cool.
So that's the brand, man. So Partyville is it's me repping the city, but at the same time, it's my own stamp. So like, even if y'all should come to one of my shows one day.
Sure.
It's all about, it's really upbeat, fun music. I might slow it down, but that's usually with the weed songs, and it's just kind of to get a good vibe from everybody. And we get it popping, and it's all about partying, and we get that energy going.
Nice. Sounds like a good time.
Hell yeah, it does.
Sounds like a party.
So since you've been doing this for a long time, man, we've seen you got quite a big following and stuff. Where's your favorite place to perform?
Oh man, that's tough. Because really, there's no feeling like performing. I don't care where you perform.
Hell yeah.
But I'll say this: doing rap and doing hip hop, you got to go to the Mecca, right? And that's New York.
Mhm.
So I finally, all these years I've been doing music. I've been to New York, but never got to perform there, right?
Yeah.
Was that 2021?
I believe so.
Yeah. So last year, went to New York, and I was actually in a competition.
Oh, fuck.
So it was really a big deal, right? Because, man, I'm going to the Mecca. And just being able to perform there with the birthplace of hip-hop and rap, man, that so far has been that's like been the show that's meant the most to me. So I won't say it's my favorite place, but that's the one that just like, was like, man, okay, I felt like I made it. And then I won, so that was even better. So,
Oh yeah. There
Yeah.
you go.
yeah, that was pretty
What type
dope.
of
Is
competition?
this one of these, Thomas?
Huh?
Oh, no. Party foul.
He's not used to touching joints. It's okay.
Dang, man.
Fix
Don't do
it.
that. Not
So what
with the
type of
beard.
competition would you is it? It's not like battle rap, like
Oh, no, it wasn't battle rap. That's not
nah, it's
my
not
lane.
you. I know.
But I do mess with some cats that do that, but that's not my lane. No, it was a performance
Okay.
competition, right? So just putting on a good show.
Okay.
And I'll say, even if you may not be a big fan of my music, you're gonna come. If you come see me perform, you're gonna have a good time.
For sure.
Like you're gonna have a good time.
What songs did you perform?
Ooh, what did I do? I did this song called Yoda. He got the video for it, so he can play that. That's a weed song, but it's like a jumping, upbeat weed song.
Okay.
And then it's like, if you're a nerd, you'll get into it because I'm talking about Yoda. Like it's Yoda, but then it's weed, so it's like, what the hell?
There you go.
So I did that. I got this song called "Work" that really gets the crowd going. We did that one. Oh my God, I think I did like four songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah.
What's it like? Like, okay, so what's the difference for you, like performing in a competition compared to performing just like as a regular performance?
Not a lot,
Okay,
except one thing. You want to win the prize,
for sure.
right?
I know that feeling.
Oh yeah, and I think I don't know. I think with music and rap in particular, it's very competitive. You know, that's why you got battle rapping. I can't think of any other genre of music where like maybe banjo battles or when they do that. I don't know, but I can't think of many genres of music where they compete against each other like that. So hip hop rap is very competitive. So that's kind of a part of the spirit. So you want to win, and so I think it kind of makes you turn it up to 11 as opposed to just getting to 10.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to watch a competition like where people are competing against each other.
Yeah.
But you're performing like all y'all's original songs. So
Right. And now that's a big one. And that I've seen people get up and rap over other people's beats. That immediately, for me, brings the level down for where you're not as much competition, in my opinion, at that point.
Right.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But then again, if you're the only guy that does that in that whole competition, it makes you the different one.
You got a point there. You got a point. Sadly, I've not seen where only one
Right.
person did that. Usually
Right,
it's like
yeah.
3 or 4.
Hey, we got some stickers for you.
Oh,
Forgot
nice.
We brought just a bunch of random ones we printed.
Shoot, on my shows, I'll start slapping these around.
Do it.
I'm
It's
all
just a
about
bunch of random
promoting.
stuff that we had.
Heck yeah. Take those with me.
So I'm curious because I'm over here reading our little board right here.
Yeah.
What's the Red Cup Chronicles?
Oh, okay. So that's the. All right. So Chef will tell you, and he calls me a slave master. I don't understand what that's about, but anyway. Like, I'm always working on multiple projects. Like some people, like I don't. Remember how Tupac, when he died, it just seemed like album after album after album after
They were all
album kept
just
coming out.
hidden, basically locked up in the vault.
Right, but
I would hate to see. I'd love to see your vault. I bet
Oh,
you can't see it. I bet it's,
man.
it's deep.
It's deep, bro.
Yeah, take days and days and days and days
Yeah,
of listening
The
stuff.
casino's probably literally in 2026.
yeah, I'm always.
How much stuff do you think you have that's just unreleased that you haven't done anything with that you feel like?
30, 40, 50 songs.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, I just want to stay behind the scenes. I prefer to record, mix, and do the production. I don't want to be out front, bro. So,
I've
I
seen
feel that somehow I get put out front, but I'm the guy that's like, man, I don't want to be the front guy, bro. I don't like being that guy up front.
and I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good.
Everyone's just, I don't know.
You make it sound good, bro.
Yeah, and he does a damn good job. I'll say that. He does a damn good
So
job.
do you have a bunch of unreleased stuff? You're saying?
Yeah, like that's what he was saying. Like I think we have enough projects already recorded where we could probably drop a project every 4 months for the next 2 years,
Badass.
That's awesome.
right?
It's going hard.
Yeah, because
Putting in that work.
I
I see why you said slave. I see now. Now it makes more sense.
But
So you're gonna keep going at that pace though? So you just keep like be 3 years up now? You know,
Well,
4 years up?
man. So I want.
I'm trying to look out for you. I'm trying to see what you got ahead coming your
I'm with
way.
it. Yeah, let's do it.
So I want to be at the point, and I'm getting there. So real talk, you know, a lot of rappers will get on here and try to cap and be like, "Oh yeah, they make all this money from they rap." No, I make most of my money from writing for other people. I'm still trying to get my music to the point where it's big and booming everywhere, right? But some people will pay me, and I'll write songs for them, right? So
So do you ever get like writer's block or anything? Like where you just can't write
Sometimes.
stuff?
Yeah.
Because I have that problem a lot. I just be like, man, I'm overwhelmed. I can't think what to write.
So when that happens, I'll take a break, and that's something I just had to
That's
learn.
maybe
to do.
what I
You
need to
gotta
do is
learn to
take a
step
break.
away. Because in our business, there's always something else that you need to do, and maybe you had the same thing. Like, so you get so caught up in writing. Okay, let me take care of all of the, making sure the analytics have been properly studied, so you can, push pushed to the right
Analytics are a
people.
big thing in all this today's day and age on
And
everything.
it's all. I mean, from what you guys do to what I do,
Yeah.
we could probably sit down and compare notes on a lot of that and be like, "Oh, okay, that's what you do.
This
Let me
works.
try
This
that."
works. Let me try this. Boom,
Absolutely.
boom, boom, boom. You know?
Absolutely.
When we're trying a bunch of stuff lately to see what works, and some of it takes off, and some of it doesn't do shit. You know what
Yep.
I mean? It's weird. It's crazy. But I told them it's like, it's better to put out a shitload of content, and then maybe that lower content that you didn't spend a lot of time on, maybe it goes viral. Because that stuff that you spend days and days working on all the time, it may not ever go viral. So like you know what I mean? It's better to have just loads of content constantly coming out. You got to make sure it's good. You got to have standards and shit. But like, you don't have to like, everything doesn't have to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like
Now
unless,
that's-
so
Man, I agree 100%. That's one cool thing I kind of like about right now. It doesn't all have to be perfect. It just needs to be interesting.
and relevant,
There you go.
and consistent. You know
There
what I
you
mean?
go.
So like the people putting out several things a day. They're relevant as fuck. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They're in your feed, and like sometimes you're like, man, I hate seeing them every day. But, like, you hate seeing them, but they're doing their job.
They're doing their job, and when you find the good ones, I would think this for y'all because I've kind of Travis put me on to y'all. So I watched a few, and I see how remember we were just talking about the intro.
Yeah.
And so I see y'all getting more and more kind of finding y'all's lane better and better. So it's kind of the same thing with music. The longer you do it, you really start to understand your lane. You start to really understand who to push to, what to do, and how often to do it. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, we're starting to figure out a bunch of stuff that works better and better here and there. So
Heck yeah. So anyway, my bad. Red Cup Chronicles. That's the album coming after the next album.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's cool. So, all these projects that you just said, like, you already have, like, a vault of projects. Do they already have names? Like, this one's got Red Cup Chronicles.
Yeah.
Does the next one have a name?
So what I'm gonna do? So Kush Doctor is actually the album that's coming up next, and Farmers of Perfection is sponsoring that, and then I'm releasing that through my label, College of Hip Hop Knowledge. That's what I'm signed to right now.
Okay.
So Kush Doctor's coming out through that. Red Cup Chronicles is gonna be the first of a 4 series of EPs. So it's gonna be Red Cup
Chronicle
Chronicles 1 through 4.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and there's going to be 7 songs on each one. The number of completion, do that 4 times, so we'll hit 7 4 times over the year. And I'll be dabbling in numerology and all sorts of stupid stuff.
Numbers, man. We thought we didn't need them when we were kids.
Right?
Yeah.
I hate it, man.
Sure enough.
Sure enough.
I was like, I can add, subtract, multiply, and divide my money. I'm good.
So do you have a character? How we were saying, a little persona character for every one of these albums coming out already?
The Kush Doctor does. So on that, I am Doobie Howser, MD.
Dewey Hauser.
That's funny.
I have to actually. He used one of the pictures from him for the ad when I'm holding up the bag
Yeah,
of
I think I
weed
saw that, yeah.
and the green scrubs. So that's Doobie Howser.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna be reverting back to the Partyville Man for the Red Cup Chronicles, and that just kind of goes over. I'm doing 7 songs about what I consider the 4 stages of my career. And so it really starts with the younger side of me. So it's a lot of like really crunk, upbeat music, bringing that back. And then it kind of goes through the phases from there.
Have you ever seen like that dude Spice Adams?
No.
On man, he's like an online, like persona, but he has all these little personas and characters and everything. Like,
Oh, yeah?
so, you should look up. You remind me of it, just of what you're talking about.
Oh,
It reminds
shoot.
me of his whole thing. So,
Spice Adams.
Spice Adams.
I will
He
look him
does.
up.
I think he used to play sports, and that's what he does now. Is just plays on.
Mm.
Yeah, he just plays on TikTok now and stuff, and plays
Okay.
online. But he's got the whole multiple personas going on.
Oh, yeah, I definitely have to check that out then. That does sound right up my alley. Yeah. So I got a question for y'all.
Ask
What
what?
up?
All right. So tell me, y'all's, how old were you when you started smoking?
Oh, we were
Shit.
young. Yeah, 11 probably.
Really?
Yeah, like
So-
11, probably 6th grade.
Okay.
That's probably the first time I smoked weed.
I think I smoked
Yeah.
in like 8th grade. I smoked. Man, I have a kind of a crazy story. So I was with my friends, and I smoked with them, and I was at this lake, and we were fishing, and it's in Ransom Canyon because I'm from West Texas, and the lake's a whole ass walk around.
Yeah.
Well, like his friend that we were like fishing with, the people we knew on, in the community, were like lived on one side of the lake, and we were on the other side of the lake. fish. I was like, man, I'm thirsty. And they're like, just go over there and get something. And I'm like, you know, I could either swim across the lake, take 30 seconds, or walk all the way the fuck across, around. And I chose to walk around, bro. It took me fucking, 6 hours to walk around. I stopped and got like drinks of water and water hoses at people's houses and stuff. And like, I didn't realize how big this fucking lake was. I'm in the 8th grade. I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? And
He was
like,
high too, though.
yeah, I was high for the first time, just walking. Like I'm gonna get around this lake. Well, I finally get around there, and like sun's going down, the day's over, and these motherfuckers get a ride across with someone in a boat. And like just real quick. And so like that was like my first time getting high, and it's like, I don't know, it wasn't the most enjoyable experience.
This
That
wasn't
is-
fun.
And then,
What the
and then
fuck,
there was one
guys?
other time around that time frame that like, because I was just dabbling in it, like I just hit it with my friend one time, and then be high as a kite for the day. But then I was sitting in a car down by the lake fishing, because I used to fish a lot as a kid. But
Fishing.
and with my buddies, but their dad smoked, so he was cool with like, he was the dad that like they smoked with. But it was all weird. I thought it was illegal, as a kid, you get. And then I remember we were in the back seat of his Suburban smoking, a little '96 Suburban, type thing, and my mom pulls up, and so like I just dip out the side of the Suburban and go run down to the lake and start fishing again, you know what I mean, and just play fucking dumb. And like turns out like years later I didn't know all this, like, because I'm fucking a kid. I'm like, oh, she didn't know, like I'm out here fishing, I'm good, like, and everything. My mom's like, that's her smoking buddy, you know what I mean? Like Craig, like, is his name, and like, and they knew each other and everything. So like, he probably went and told her that I was smoking in the
He
back seat and
snitched you
everything.
out.
That's
Like,
perfect. His name was Craig.
and so yeah, and so like he fucking
That's funny.
he but after that, like, I thought I was gonna get in a lot of trouble and shit, and like fucking kind of like stayed away from it for a second.
Yeah.
It kind of scared me because I didn't know that my mom was friends with the weed dad. You know what I mean? Like, and,
Nah, you know what? I bet you we would find probably like 90% of the parents all smoked back then. They just fronted like they didn't. They smoked weed.
yeah, they used to be like in the room smoking, and like I'd be like on the other side of the door, like, what the fuck are they doing in there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be all like on the cool. I called CPS on my mom one time and told them that like I was a little kid, and I was just like, man, my mom's smoking weed. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
like,
you piece of shit.
And,
You told me this, and they like laughed at you. They were
basically
like, "Call us when
laughed-
she's
they,
on
they
real
basically
drugs."
laughed at me. So they basically like laughed at me
Call
and were
us when
like,
it's real
hey,
drugs.
bud, you're like, that's not really anything that's serious. It's like, or whatever.
Hey, little kid, mind your
Yeah, they
business.
basically said some shit like that, and I was like, she can't even buy groceries because she's always buying weed. And like,
Lord.
so like that kind of changed everything. And so like, and like she gets home that day, I'm staying with my grandma. I was just mad at her for some reason. So I'm like, I'm being a little bitch. Like I was being a little bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's messed up.
But so like, yeah, so like later on, I fucking, she comes home and I'm like all tense, like, oh shit, she's gonna know, fuck, I'm gonna get my ass in trouble, blah, blah, blah. Well, they didn't call, obviously, because it wasn't a big deal, but like, I swear, like a month later, out the blue, she came home pissed off as a motherfucker because CPS done called her to ask her about her weed habits and everything, and like fucking busted my ass and everything.
You messed up,
The
dude.
truth came out like a month later. But,
Yeah,
So,
nah,
like,
you wouldn't have made it
yeah.
in my house. my mom's number one rule was whatever goes on in this house, you staying in this house. Don't you tell nobody about what I'm doing. in
flip
this house.
script though. When I was 18.
I was gonna say, Casino doesn't know this story.
Yeah, she fucking called the cops on me and set me up.
Amen.
And like, I went to jail. This like had to put a felony on me
Man,
and
y'all
everything.
had some,
So
like, some
I'm telling you, I didn't really like my mom too much. Like we're cool. I love her, but like we just don't see eye to eye on a lot of times. When I'm smoking, she wasn't smoking. Whenever she
y'all
was
had some
smoking, I
weird
wasn't
drama
smoking.
going
You know what I'm
on
saying?
Like,
I'm just gonna put this out there though. Like, I feel less bad for you now as an 18-year-old getting in trouble that you told that story, because like now we know that she was just getting you back, dog. She
It
was
is what it is, bro.
She
But
was
I
just
actually
getting
went
you
to
back,
jail.
dog.
What's this?
She said it is what it is.
The Elmer's widow.
Elmer's
Yeah.
widow.
It's really good. I like it.
like that one.
Smoke's good.
Yeah.
one
Try
time-
to-
It's very glue.
The
What,
one that you
blue
rolled
cheese.
the joint of was nice.
That was house.
It's mellow. Oh, really?
Yes.
What's up,
you
little
do this?
I had
Justin?
pre-started that. I haven't tried that one yet.
Okay, yeah, I want you.
That one's
you'll like
that one looks really good.
Yeah, we were we hit a little cone to that earlier, and whatnot.
Oh, that's the one I did
yeah,
taste.
you
The
did.
cookie
yeah.
one.
Yeah, you did get that.
That's tasty.
It's
Yeah, this was pretty good.
what's up?
I love
Justin.
blue.
Justin says Casino's music goes hard as fuck. Ah, it went away. You have to rewrite
Already,
everything.
appreciate it, Justin.
Which Justin?
Lil
Lil
Justin.
Justin.
Little Justin.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is that any advice for an 18-year-old?
He makes music, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, like, you want to get in the game. All right. Best advice I could give.
Sit down, young buck.
There you go.
Right? No, sit on down here, young
Sit on
man.
down here.
Man, what would I go back and tell me when I started rapping at 18?
What advice would you give yourself at 18 years old with the knowledge you have now?
Number one, keep condoms, always. No, yeah, hey.
Sound
Rule
advice.
number one: you want to live
Rule
fun?
number one.
No kids.
Keep condoms on you at all times.
There you go.
All
It's the Elmer's
time.
widow, Zach.
Yeah, buddy.
That's funny.
No, hey, I'm just saying, because kids
Hey, man.
will
They
derail
changed the
trees.
whole dynamic of
Yes.
everything.
No joke.
Yeah, no, if you're a man worth your weight and you have a kid, you're gonna take care of that business, right? So
Yeah.
so condoms, that's number one. But
There you go.
after that, I would just say consistency. Be persistent, right? Because you're not gonna be as good as you think you are when you start, and you're gonna hit a point where you're gonna realize you're not as good as you think you are, and then that's when you see a lot of people quit.
Yeah.
So it's persistence. Just keep going.
Never give up.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Number one thing I can tell you. The longer you do it, the better you get. So just keep at it. Keep at it. And then watch your money and keep your condoms. All right.
Sure. Sound advice.
Dog, I wish
You're
someone told
adjusting.
me that at 18.
Shit.
Shit, I tell my kids that. Keep condoms. I don't want to be a granddad.
There you go. So, as a weed rapper,
Yeah.
Burner just released like that whole Seed to Sale album where
Yeah.
he did like, I don't even know if they've released it yet, like the whole seed pack and everything, but he's doing the album with the seeds. Like, you can only buy this album to get these seeds and stuff like that. How do you
That's
feel about
interesting.
how do you feel about stuff like that?
Man, I wish I had thought of that. That's awesome marketing. Because you're not even just gonna attract normal smokers. You're gonna attract, people that are actually in the other side of the culture, the growers, the manufacturers, all of that, right? Because they're gonna be like, oh shoot, are these seeds that I need to get? So I think that's a great idea. That's awesome. Shoot, like I said, wish I had thought of it.
Because you didn't think of it doesn't mean you can't do something like that.
You just gotta do it better.
You just
Yeah,
gotta
you gotta do it better, right?
do it in your own way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's a big thing, with the farmers, right? So I don't want to say all of my plans because people do like to bite ideas and try to do it themselves.
Don't
but
we know?
I don't know nothing about that.
oh yeah,
No way.
about that, right?
Shit.
Shit, it happens. You just gotta do it. Do it better than the next person.
Exactly. But so I'm working on putting together a tour, and it's going to be a tour that I'm going to do in conjunction with dispensaries and the actual show, right? So that's what I'm working on right now. We're trying to lock in a headliner. And then These nuts? Yes. I deliver my nuts quite a lot.
He's good. He's good. We love these nuts. If you didn't know, if you didn't know by now, we love
It's
our
like
these
our
nuts.
second mascot, dude.
Yeah,
Hey,
these
dude.
nuts is our mascot.
I'm surprised it took that long for that to
For it
come
to
up
pop
in
in?
this podcast. Yeah.
That's funny.
God damn.
Yeah, so I'm going to deliver these nuts, music, and weed. That's the plan. Oh, man. I used to love doing these nuts jokes on people. And almost got me into a couple of fights in high school.
Mom says she hates when you say that.
It's all right, Mom. Now you get to watch me on YouTube saying it.
Yeah.
So look at me now.
Yeah.
Look at me now.
Look at me now.
Hey, shout out to Ace. You're welcome, sir.
Hell yeah.
Hope that advice helps.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Every time I see you now, bro, I'm gonna be like, "You got them condoms?" And if
Condom-
you say
condom-
no,
Just like condom check.
better have them.
Let's see them.
I need
Now,
to.
you know what's crazy? When my sons got to around, fucking age, I was like, okay, if you're ever anywhere and you don't have condoms, call me. My son looked at me like I was crazy, right? Because I didn't give him I don't give my kids heads up of conversations.
Right.
You just, hey, you got condoms? And they was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Like, what the hell did that come from?
So And I told him, right? I tell him
We,
all the
we
time.
wouldn't be having this conversation if I took my own advice.
Goddamn right. I got a lot of kids. So, so I told him, I tell him early, like 12, 13. I'm like, I'm not even doing anything yet. I don't care.
Yeah.
Keep condoms on you, right? And so one day he took me up on it, and I thought, I could tell he was like, I need you to bring me something. I'm like, what? What do you need? Right? I was like,
A
what?
sandwich, a drink.
Speak,
You know?
boy.
Right, what? What's
Spit
going
it,
on?
spit it out.
Aren't you supposed to be at school?
I wasn't that cool of a dad. Nah. But no, so I was like, what is it? Spit it out. What you need? Oh, I'm at this party, and do you think you can bring me some condoms? Because you had told me. I said, say no more. Send me the address. And I went and dropped that little dude off some condoms.
You dropped him off some.
yeah.
Dropped him off some.
Man.
Just some condoms.
Yep.
I wish I had a dad.
That's the real OG right
Nah,
there.
Wow.
That's
Dropped-
funny.
Took him some condoms. And you know what? Still no kids. Good job, bud.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I got caught sneaking out of my girlfriend's window one time because her mom got home a little earlier than anticipated, and anyway, her mom caught me sneaking out the window and like yelled at me and called my mom and like all this shit because like I'm shirtless coming out of her little daughter's second story room, and fucking anyway, my stepdad comes and picks me up, all pissed off. He's like, I don't know, but their whole thing about it was like, you needed condoms. Like,
Right.
condoms was the big thing of this thing that came up, okay? And it was the most embarrassing thing I ever did. Like, my mom took me to fucking HEB and made me buy condoms. And what was worse is that, like, the
Shout out
checkout
to-
lady was like a 90-year-old, like, grandma.
Oh.
She did
And
that on purpose.
I'm here like buying condoms, like that's it. And I got my mom standing behind me, like giggling and shit. And I'm just like, dude, this whole experience is whack. Like,
Fuck yeah.
I'm never getting laid.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Fuck yeah.
was
Shout out,
funny, though.
shout out, mom.
Shout out moms.
I
Eventually
feel like
happened.
if you're a boy and like you don't have a funny condom story about your parents, like you had lame parents.
Yeah, you had lame parents,
Yeah.
for real. Because
Fuck yeah.
at least your mom was like, you know what? Yeah, no, he needs to know about this. Because you do.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's what's up. Shout
Shout
to
out my
moms.
mom. She's
Shout out to
awesome.
moms.
She's watching.
All right.
She's a fan.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, oh,
yeah.
she is?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, she's
sure.
watching
Every-
right
every-
now,
every
for sure.
week.
My mom be spoken to.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. I don't have, my
you,
mom
Mom.
didn't do that.
Look, she said I did that.
I did that.
I did that.
Hilarious.
His story's true.
It's
Yeah,
true.
fuck yeah.
When mom co-signs it, it's 100 right there. So that's what's up. I didn't have my mom didn't smoke with me, but I had an aunt that did. So that was cool. That was cool. My cool aunt. All right, so hold on. So you said you had the story you told you got caught by the girl's mom coming out the window. All
Right
right,
down the
so-
street where Sean used to live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you there at this event?
I'm about
It was a few years.
10, 15 years
Yeah.
past that.
So, all right. I used to be out and about quite early, so I think I was 16. And I went to this girl's house. Her mom, I don't remember where she said her mom went, but she was like, my mom's gone for the night. She'll be back in the morning. Right? Oh, shit. All right, let's
Say less.
say less. Let's make it happen. So,
This is my time.
Yeah.
So I go over there, we do the thing, and so we're done. Hour or so has gone by. I'm like, all right, hey, I'm gonna get ready to bounce. She's like, no, hang out some more, whatever. So, we end up messing around again. All of a sudden, because the way their house was positioned, her room was in front of the driveway. Just lights fill the room,
Heart sinks.
right?
I just shit myself.
You expecting visitors?
Right. She's like, she looked, oh shit, that's my mom. So I'm like, oh man. So I'm trying to how can I get out of here without your mom seeing? And she's like, there's no way, because they had one of them back doors where you actually locked it.
Yeah.
Right? And her mom would take the keys. So the only way out the house is the front door. Her mom's coming through the front door. Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna hide in the closet.
See, hell no.
Windows, man.
Under the closet or under the bed, first two things that came to my mind when it happened to me, and I was just like, no, that never works. We're going out the window. And mine was on the second story. I was about to jump.
That's hilarious. I don't know why I didn't think about going out the window, but for whatever reason, I ended up in
Closet.
the closet. Right? So boom,
Straight
I'm in the
American
closet.
Pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Now here's what's funny. I didn't have a chance to put all my clothes on, so I got my drawers in my hand,
Oh God.
And I had on some wind pants. So I'm in the closet, wife beater on, drawers in my hand, wind pants. And she had one of them closets where you would slide one door and then you have to close it to slide the other, right? So, I hear like, what the hell you still doing awake? Oh, my stomach hurt, whatever. So it gets quiet, so I'm like, okay, I might be in the clear. And all of a sudden, boom! The closet door slides open, right? But it's the other side. So I'm still in the dark. I just see a lady put her head in there. She's looking around, and I'm ducked down behind the longest dresses I could find. And I'm short, so So, boom, the door closes. So I'm like, oh shit. So I start to move to the other side, and my pants slip. Right? My pants slip, and I'm holding my drawers, and the lady, boom, throws the door open. I got drawers in my hand, half of my ass hanging out, and I look up, and I'm like, hey.
God damn.
The lady, like, yells.
Oh, this ain't the bathroom? No.
Right? I should have said that. The lady, like, yells, and as soon as she hit out that room, I take off running and ran all the way out the house. And the girl later told me, "It's like my mom went to get her gun." I'm like,
He's like,
thing
ever
I
since
was
then, family dinners have been really weird with my mother-in-law.
Ah, damn. Fuck,
Oh,
no.
no, thank the Lord that lady did not become my mother-in-law.
That's funny as fuck. Oh, man. So, this is off the topic question, but we saw your shoes earlier. You pretty into shoes?
Oh,
these
man.
are new.
Yeah, they're fairly new.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, I'm a shoe head.
Yeah.
I'm a sneaker head.
I used to be. I'm retired.
You retired?
Yeah.
Did it just finally get to be too much?
Yeah, it just started getting ridiculous, like chasing the trends and everything, and then I'd get like
Sean can't ever do anything half-assed.
yeah, basically, because I would sell
Okay.
them, I would like resell and everything. I was
Oh,
like,
you
I
were
was full
heavy
in, I was
into
all
it.
in, yeah, and I don't know, I just started feeling like after a while, like when I first got in, the shoes were all unique and one of a kind, and then it was like, man, this is the same shoe, they just changed the colors.
Yeah.
They just literally the one I bought last year is the exact same, except like it's a different color gray. And like I started feeling that way about a bunch of shoes. I still like the retros, and stuff like
Right.
that, and but I really got into like Bo Jackson Air Trainers and stuff
Oh,
like that, and like
really?
random finds. You know what I mean? Stuff that like not everyone was on, but it's still kind of rare. You know what
Now,
I mean?
did you actually wear your shoes, or they were just?
Or I wear
collection?
the fuck out of mine because
Me too.
like.
Me too.
Yeah, see, like I went back in there and just recently because Chris had a bunch of shoes. I went through my closet. I was like, I'm gonna Google these shoes that are beat the fuck up now. I should never fucking Google those shoes, bro. Like some of those like ones that I've like beat the fuck up are worth several thousand now. And stuff like that. And
He's
so,
the
like,
guy that's got a trashed pair of Freddy Cougar dunks.
basically
Oh,
just
He like
yeah,
skated in them when he was a
I mean,
kid.
I don't have that, but like it is
God,
that
that'd
type of
be
shit.
awesome.
Like I just have like really nice shoes. That
Nah,
I beat the
yeah.
fuck
I've
up.
seen some Freddy Krueger designed Air Force Ones.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
badass.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
they were custom made. Though.
Some boxer
Oh, for
recently had like a pair of Freddy
Boxing
Cougar
shoes.
boxing shoes,
Oh,
like
no.
the
Yeah,
them
super high
custom made
top
for his
things.
fight.
Yeah,
Oh, somebody had
Yeah.
those then.
Yeah, they
There
were
was somebody
custom made
recently,
for his
though.
fight. It was cool as shit.
That's
I used to win shoes like on this is why I got into it so heavy because like I would win them for like pennies because like those like penny bid sites back in the day like Quibids and stuff that you
Oh,
always
yeah,
like
yeah.
and they have like electronics and stuff. Well, I found these ones for shoes and they were all legit. And so I started just running game on there and winning. And I'd go real aggressive like for like the first because it's basically every time you bid it adds like 10 seconds on the clock
Right.
and adds 1 penny to your sell price. And so like you want the clock to go down with you being on top. So I'd go heavy as fuck and just bid. And so like I made a name for myself where people were like, oh fuck this dude. You know what I mean?
So
like,
they just kind of would back away.
they back away. So I would and I'd do that basically up until it got to $1 or so.
Yeah.
And then I'd just quit. And like some people knew that about me and they would chill, but then like some people didn't. So all the time I'd get in there and win like at like 9 cents.
Yeah.
That's how I had all these fucking badass shoes that
Oh man.
just one-offs, you know what I mean? Like I'd win all kinds of stuff, like Yeezys back in the day, like
Yeah.
Nike Yeezys, not
Oh,
not
so
Adidas
the
Yeezys,
original
Nike
ones.
Yeezys. I had
Yeah.
like I got Red Octobers Red Octobers off the random Nike
Okay.
drop when it was on like the Nike app, the sneakers app way back in the day,
Yeah.
and sold them. I should have kept them, but you know what I mean. Just
Nah,
I
yeah.
think I wore them one time and flipped them.
Oh,
like
gotcha.
like in.
So is that what
flipping
you were doing
shoes.
a lot? You found yourself doing fast flips? Or
Kind
was it
of,
all
but
on-
like a lot of them, I just have such an influx of shoes that like I would just like flip them, just be flipping shoes. But then like I'm mad because the stuff I really liked, I kind of like didn't keep. You know, after it's all said and done, I sold those ones.
I think the fact that I've always I've been doing music for
that?
so long
Some snacks.
is what kept me from getting real too heavy into the shoes, that part of it. Because I got into it, one of the first jobs I ever had was working in Foot Locker. And that's how I got my addiction to shoes. You know, because it'd be like you get those big discounts, get your shoes. So,
Yeah, my friend worked at Foot Locker.
so you got it by
right through.
proxy.
T.
T,
worked at Foot Locker.
of course.
Some
Yeah.
snacks,
Yeah.
bunch of random snacks in there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Get some
We're running low
snacks.
on the snacks. We got to go get another snack grab soon from the store.
For real. So what's up with this cherry mints?
Oh man! So, Cherry Mints was my very first. You want some? Was my very first venture into collaborations with weed or cannabis companies. So, there's a guy I work with called Dominican J, and his company is Major Gains. They do promotions and marketing. And actually, Dominican J is originally a rapper from here. He used to be in a group called LOEGs. Definitely, if you haven't looked them up, those guys were like pioneers for our scene. They were like, they used to crush it. Anyway, so now that he does a lot of marketing and stuff, he linked me in with this company out of, they're also out of Oregon. And so they were looking to do funk extracts. They were looking to do like collaborations with musicians. And they had this really cool idea. It looks like a little turntable when you buy it. When you open it, the wax is in there.
Oh, fuck
Right?
yeah.
And so when you open it on the inside was a QR code that would take you to the various musicians' music. And so that's what I did with them.
Super cool.
And so Cherry Mints was the strain in the wax that I kind of was the mascot for.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. So you were the pioneer to that, not Burner. I mean, technically, you did a song on that thing.
Gave away the song.
Gave away a song for
Yeah.
buying wax.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not the first person.
No,
to
of
do
course not. But I'm
Yeah.
saying you did it. Like that's
Oh, fuck that. Claim it.
claim
it.
that.
Claim it.
First, all right. How about this? I'm
Someone
the
gonna
first in
prove you
Austin
wrong?
to do it.
Until somebody proves you
For
wrong,
real.
claim
There you
that
go.
shit.
There you go.
There you
Hell
go.
But no, that was it opened up my fan base to Oregon. I started getting a lot of follows out of Oregon, Washington State. And I'd already used to go out there and perform in like Tacoma and a few places. But so that just expanded it even more. And it introduced me to a whole new fan base. And it kind of led to this.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's badass. So cherry mints, wax strain,
Yep.
fucking out of Oregon.
Yep.
And are they still selling that strain to this day, or was it just a quick drop?
No,
or-
they still, that's one of their main strains that they do.
badass.
So that still goes up there. Like randomly every now and then I'll just get somebody be like, oh, Cherry Mint sent me here. Oh, cool. You know.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
That's so badass.
So, just going to like YouTube, just talking about YouTube, 'cause I know you got, a good amount of followers. Did you get, your followers just from basically just grinding it out and like meeting people, or is there a certain way you feel like you get followers or subscribers?
Yeah. My YouTube is branded on all my banners. So like Envy Eric did one of my videos. And I've been working, matter of fact, not one, Jesus. What do we got, like 5? Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. So yeah, we're probably somewhere between
nice.
like me and Envy done between like probably 8 and 10 videos over
You
the
got a
years.
buzzer?
But he'll tell you, like my banners, I brand the YouTube everywhere because well, one, when I got back into doing music, it was right at the beginning of the pandemic because I took a long break. So when I got back, I was like, okay, people don't buy CDs anymore.
Did you get back because of the pandemic, or was it because it just aligned that way at that time?
So I don't want to get too deep on this because it could get depressing. But so I stopped doing music because one of my kids passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
So when you talked about the writer's block,
Yeah.
like that was the one time I had a block,
Yeah.
like a real block. And I didn't do any music maybe 5 years. I quit when he got a job in corporate America, and I became a manager in a large corporation, and that's what I was doing, right? All right, I'm good with music. Couldn't think of nothing to write. Didn't want to write. I went to therapy, and my therapist was like, write about your kid. Write a song. I eventually wrote the song. Took me a while. Wrote the song. Boom, floodgates open. I start writing all kinds of stuff. It's all coming back. I was trying to decide, do I do it or not? And actually, Envy, I had an old song that I had with Certified called Roll Up or Roll It Up. Was it Roll It Up? Roll It Up.
We know Certified. He's a good guy.
Love Certified. Love his whole family. His mom, step pops, everybody's super cool. So I was like, man, that was a dope song. Let's shoot a video. Shot a video. Okay, did pretty good. Seems to have to go. Let's shoot another video. Shot another video. Started working on a project with my homeboy, Dat Boy Super. Just kind of get my feet wet. Boom, pandemic happens. And the pandemic showed me everybody could die tomorrow. And I am stuck at this shitty corporation doing work that I don't want to do. This ain't my passion. I don't care about this stuff. I care about the people. But this place, this stuff, I don't care about none of this. What do I care about? Love music. That's what made me get back into it full time. I got back in it. I started linking up with the right people. Started studying. I probably watched 600 hours on YouTube marketing, social media marketing, like courses.
I watch that shit all the time.
Yeah, there's some really good ones on YouTube.
It's you really gotta, you gotta be, research and all that, and to be good at your craft and all that. Know
Absolutely.
How to hit it,
Absolutely.
It's always changing and everything.
Man, and I had to completely change my way of thinking because I was from, show up, do a badass show, sell your CDs, right? Sell your merch. Nobody's buying CDs. So I had to flip it up, right? And the pandemic showed me that. And I just got real serious about it. It took me a year doing that, making the right moves, starting to do writing for other people, and then I was able to quit my job. I was making enough to pay my bills.
Yeah, I feel that. That's kind of like what I did with the. I was changing filters for years and years, and the pandemic hit, and I was like, man, I didn't really think about everyone dying today like that, but that's the truth. But
it rocked my world. 'Cause I was like,
I just created a smoke shop basically when it all this.
well, what I noticed is it really separated the hustlers from the workers.
Yeah, for sure.
And nothing wrong with being a worker.
No, but
Nothing at all. Because not everybody can do everything, right? So ain't no problem with that. And even as hustlers, I need people that's going to come to work, right? But I think for all of us that are hustlers, and it sounds like, you and your crew are in this lane, it was just like, oh, crap. Like, everything can change tomorrow. How do I make what I love to do pay me? And then because a lot of us were just sitting around not doing shit anyway.
yeah, I used to change air filters, and so we were massively changing air filters because everyone was like disease, because we did them like schools and HEBs and everything. So it was like we want to double up on our. So I honestly made a lot of fucking money during COVID because I was changing air filters, but like I just got burned out. And like I've done it for years and years at that point, but at then, and I wasn't even doing it. You know, Brandon was working for me, my brother was working for me, other people were, and I was just like, man, this ain't what it is. This ain't what I want to do the rest of my life. It's just change air filters. It's very consistent. It's a good, you know, business and everything, and it's, you know, every 3 months, you know, it's on a schedule. Like, you know, it's always making money, but just don't want to be changing air filters my whole life. So we started the smoke shop. We started, you know, everything. Kind of like that's where we are now.
Dude, that's what's
I feel like it was a good change, though.
Absolutely, and then you're doing what you love to do. You know, hanging out with.
I have days. I have days on. Let me turn them off. No. He lost the cameras. We're just on Eric's camera right now, but I have days where I like get kind of burned out on the weed stuff too, you know. But I have other stuff I do that kind of counterbalances it.
Yeah, I mean, even with music now, sometimes, you know, I might have a week where I'm just like, I don't want to fuck with this right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, a lot of people will trip out, but like, I'm a super nerd when it comes to a lot of things. So that's when I'm gonna nerd out and do all that nerd shit.
Yeah.
That's something I was going to ask is like, how do you keep yourself as an artist from getting burnt out? Because I feel like repeatedly working on all these massive projects 24/7 and pushing and grinding, like it's got to be hard. I'm sure a lot of artists fight that, but like, how do you keep from?
Well, right now, what I do is
Smoke weed every day.
well, yeah, me and these nuts, we sit around and smoke a lot of weed. Now, when I'm not smoking weed or just doing that, now I mean it's gonna sound corny, but you know that's when like I'll hang out with my kids,
Right.
you know, and I try to have that time. Like Sunday might be the one day I do the least amount of music stuff, right? I don't go to church or nothing like that, but like that, we'll get up, clean the house, have some breakfast.
That's kind of what I do my Sundays.
Yeah.
Or I've been trying to for a long time. I've been working every Sunday, but like lately it's been like, all right, let's find some balance. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like let's enjoy the day. Let's try not to go to work unless we have to. You know,
Right.
like, you know,
And you need that.
and it's helped a lot with a lot of things.
Absolutely. So I mean, it's simple stuff. It's the same thing everybody would do. You know, you find that space to where the people you're with, you know, you spend that time with them. I mean, like the real time. You know, like that'll be the day maybe I don't answer the phone or I won't get on any social media, because now for me social media is more of a job.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a complete job. I have
Yeah.
it, and every one of these guys has to do it kind of for our businesses. You know, like.
Absolutely.
So like we, you know, as a team, we all have to be pushing together because
Yeah.
it's like, you know, my reach can only go so far. Your reach only goes so far.
Yep.
You know, but all of our reach together hits other people. So
Exactly. And that's where that comes in. Now, that's the hardest one for me to take breaks from, though, is the social media.
Right.
And I think that's even more why that Sunday kind of thing is most important. So that way, if I am on it, I'm just on it.
I find myself
have
though
fun.
mindlessly scrolling sometimes though a lot, and like not like actually being productive, and that's what I'm trying to get past. Is like, you know, my day could be, you know, better lived if I wasn't just mindlessly scrolling through reels and doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like it just. I don't know. I feel like I've been wanting to separate myself a little bit from the social media and everything, but like you say, it's just needed, and then you constantly feel that urge of like I gotta check, see what's,
Yeah.
you know. And then I talked to, you know, a friend of mine. He's like, "Did you see what they said?" I'm like, "What? Where?"
Right. Who?
You-
Which ones? Where?
You know, and it's just like it's so crazy.
Yeah. No, it's man, it's a gift and a curse, because
Yeah, for
I've
sure.
I've like met some really cool people.
Yeah,
I've
definitely.
gained like some great fans. Like people that when I see them at a show, it's like, man, you know, you're glad to see them, and you almost have your own connection.
I mean, the High Flyers Club is a Facebook group. That's where it all started. It was like
Oh, shit.
it started from a Facebook group. I started during or before COVID. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
okay.
And then it took off during COVID because everyone was at home on social media
Yeah.
all day. So it was kind of like we were doing giveaways and all kinds of shit. So it was super active. It kind of has died down more now, but it could be, you know, revamped if the right things were done. You know,
Hey,
so.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I just have to do
Speaking
certain.
into
We've
existence.
helped it a lot, but like, I don't know. I gotta start. You know, we used to do giveaways all the time on there and like raffles and shit like that,
That'll work. People love free stuff.
and get people commenting fast, like you know. And so,
We're trying to get back on it more
Yeah.
in the group, but there's, you know, in the same sense, Facebook kind of like the antique, you know, of all the social medias now.
Yeah.
Like, and so like,
I did have to. I had to really start working Instagram hard, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm still trying to. You know, like TikTok's cool.
I hate TikTok
But-
because we're in the weed
Yeah,
realm,
it's
so
not
like,
made
it's
for
almost
us.
impossible.
It's so hard.
So like
to
I kind of,
survive.
you know, at first for a while I was like, let's try, you know. It was like, man, fuck that. Like y'all don't even fuck with TikTok anymore. Like I don't want to see you on TikTok.
I've had
If I see you on TikTok on company hours, just kidding. But now honestly, we've been really hitting the YouTube shorts. You know, like obviously YouTube, that's where we're at. We push really hard because of the reach and everything. But like the YouTube shorts are what, you know, we really I've been kind of getting, you know, putting into them is like let's hit these shorts, and it's like not the stuff you think it is. Like you would think like, oh, let's make a badass video of some weed display. They don't want to see that. They want to see a stupid fucking skit
something
of
quick.
like, you know, like Thomas walking in there and saying something, you know, like the other day we did one. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on the shorts, you know, like, but he basically asked JP, he's like, hey, you want to hit this? And JP's like, nah. And then he's like, hey, you want to hit this? And it's a joint. He's like, nah. And then he shows him like flying in like a kid. And he had like, but the thing, like he put like fucking
Put wings on
wings
it
on
like
it
an
and shit.
airplane.
He's like, you want to hit this? He goes, B-52 bomber. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? But like, it was just, the
that's
skit
a
blew
good
the
one.
fuck up. It got 10,000 views in like a
Believe
day.
it. Yeah, like anything that they could replay real quick. Oh, you see this?
Yeah.
They love those.
I mean, honestly, in the ones that y'all do well at, I watch a lot and I fucking laugh my ass off because I know y'all.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing we need to break through next is like the personal like interaction with people, so they feel like they know us and they can trust us and they want
Right.
to come by here and they want to come fuck with us because like, oh, I watch them on social media all the time because there's those people you watch and you're like, you feel like you almost know them and they're your friend. You know,
Yeah.
if you met them in real life, you're like, hey, you remember me? Like, no, bro, I'm fucking famous on social media.
Never seen you before.
But
Nah,
they
like,
create that trust.
That moment when they're just like,
So.
aren't you
Nah.
aren't you High Flyers Club Sean?
So the funny story. This is I was changing. So every once in a while, I change air filters for one person. Still, it's a dude that owns a bunch of like UT properties, and it's just he's always been cool, kind of a mentor to me a little bit. So I kind of like kept that thing going on with him. And he's the only person I changed air filters for, and
Doesn't even do his own, but goes and does his.
yeah, I rarely do mine, but I can make sure I take care of his every other month. And I was in one of these UT houses the other day, and there's a shitload of UT kids behind me and shit, and I'm like changing air filters, you know, and like minding my own business, and I just feel everyone just looking at me, and like I turn around as I'm walking out, they're like, "Hey, aren't you like High Flyers Club Sean?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, why are you changing our air filters? And I just hit them with, man, we all got day jobs. You know what I mean? Like, and like, it's not something I do every day, but
Oh, that's
I just
funny.
walked out. It was just the weirdest thing because it's like, man, these people know who we actually are. Like,
The last company I worked
it's crazy.
The
Should've
last
been
company
like-
I worked for, I was doing like some of because like I said, I was like in management, so some of the people there, some knew who I was, but one of the funniest things that would happen just randomly is like some of the local rappers would come through for
Yeah.
job interviews, right?
You're giving them an interview.
So, no,
Hey.
like I was part of the hiring process. So I'll never forget one time we had a job fair. So you know, I'm standing there taking applications and directing people, and I just hear, "Hey, Casino!" I'm like, not here.
Not here. I'm Malcolm. Just kidding.
Straight up. And so he's all like, "Casino, yo, man, what are you doing here?" Like, hey, how you doing,
On
buddy?"
that same note, I most definitely answered his employers when they asked me how did you hear about this job. I said, well, my friend. Well, Malcolm, you know, he works there, and well, how do you know him? I was like, well, like, he be rapping, and, like, I be rapping too sometimes.
Is that you went there?
I didn't get
Oh.
it. He didn't hire me.
I didn't get it. Oh my god!
He be rapping, and I be rapping too sometimes. You
Can't
know?
have two rappers.
I saw you put a post that you're the cool manager. You let everyone go get their smoke breaks and stuff, or you let what was it?
No, they gotta have their cologne right.
Yeah, they got their clone right.
As a boss, you got to know your employees. I knew who my smokers were.
Yeah.
My whole thing was, I didn't want my boss to come through and be like, "Who smells like weed?"
Yeah.
Because I might have just been smoking. You can't bust us all. So what I would do is when they come back, I'd walk around. Who smells like weed? Hey, go ahead. You need to go wash your hands. Put some cologne on and some perfume. Go get that good lotion over there. And that's what I would do. Make sure they go and got right. That way we can keep our jobs.
Yeah.
That's a shitload of respect.
He's that cool supervisor.
Hell yeah.
Zach, do you want us to try to turn these cameras off and then back on?
Well, I mean, I have
Oh,
It's just not showing up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been on. We're on. Just I've been watching it the whole time. I want to make sure. I didn't know if we need to do something to see if we can try to get it back on. You reset the app, obviously, and everything.
if we all click our heels at the exact same time.
Is it connecting to the other Wi-Fi? Click the Wi-Fi and like disc. Oh, you did that because I didn't know if it was doing that other thing over there. Well, I tried.
It's hot in here.
We turned on the air a minute ago.
I know. I'm the one that did it.
I had that whole pretty low.
It was on like heat and cool, and I just went ahead and put it on like cool
Oh,
only.
you got the CHAK
Yeah.
shirt on.
Yeah, my boy Jay Sun had to custom change the website for me because I'm a fat boy,
Yeah.
and they don't average in fat boy sizes. You know, most places are like, "Well, what do you mean you don't want a 3X?" And I'm like, "I want a 5 though."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I make shirts for a bunch of big boys, and like they're always like, "I need 5XL-T," and I'm like, "Bro, I don't know where the fuck to get a fucking parachute."
Yeah.
Yeah, add the T on, and it gets even rarer. It's like a Pokemon card that had a holographic.
Yeah, and
on it.
then-
Add the T, and that is rare.
and then I tell them like whenever they're picking up their shit, like you can come pick up your fucking parachutes and shit like that. And so like,
But they
they're
shrink,
fucking
though.
huge, bro.
But they shrink though. Like this was way bigger. You know what I mean? Like all the big shirts, I get them so much bigger because they will shrink, and I still want them to be comfortable. I don't like looking like a summer sausage.
Big T does not look good in summer sausage form.
Form of a summer sausage.
Well, shoot, we got everybody else's Big T. What's your first time smoking story?
Was it like first time smoking or first time just like really getting high? Because
really getting high.
really getting high, you know, it's like never the same time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
I guess
So-
I have another first time. Oh no,
because there's the first time you smoke,
Really
and
getting
you're
high.
like,
I got
okay,
my
but the
first
first
time
time
really
you
getting
just got like
Yeah.
that high that you will never get again for the rest of your life, no matter how much
the
you
one
smoke.
you're chasing.
Yeah, it's that basically the high you chasing, but like the high I really don't want again. That was an intense high.
Oh yeah.
I was at
I
like
can
my
tell- I
buddy's
can tell
house
you
after
about that
school.
one a bit.
After school, we would go to my buddy's house and smoke weed and shit. And they're all a bunch of stoners, but I'm like a freshman. Because like I smoked as an 8th grader in middle school and shit, but like freshman was when I really got high, like beginning of freshman year. Now I'm hanging out with the juniors and seniors, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go over to y'all's house and shit. You know what I mean? Broke out this big old bong. So I never done that before. You know what I mean? So now I'm usually like soda can. You know what I mean? Fucking chilling and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I done jacked my old man for like 2 grams out his stash and shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that weak ass shit a kid does. But you know, we just get stupid high, and it's after school, so I gotta get home. And I remember walking home and just like blacking out, but I'm still walking. Like I would just come back to like this world, and I'd be like 2 blocks closer to my house. And then I remember I stopped at my homeboy's house, and I'm like, well, I'm far too fucked up, bro. Can you give me like a drink out of your fridge and like, I don't know, like some eye drops or something, and like, just walk with me real quick. You know, and then like I would black out with him, and I come back to him, and he's like in the middle of talking to me, and I'm like, we're still walking. Like, how did I not fall over? Was I asleep? Like, bro, I never been that high in my life other than that one time, and it will never. And I smoke a shit ton of weed.
I know you do. I've smoked with you a few times.
I was skipping high school one time, and I got this was probably the highest I ever got, and I don't know why, cause like it was this small, like it's almost like, it was like just a little rock that had been like drilled into a pipe, like it was made to be a pipe. We had one of those little baby rock pipes, and fucking We're just skipping school, middle of the woods. Me and fucking Jacob Ragsdale. He watches the channel.
Damn,
He's
he's
on.
by his government, man.
And I don't give a fuck. Fuck him.
We're coming for you, Mr. Red.
Go get him.
We heard all
No,
about
I'm just playing. But yeah, we were skipping school, had a tiny ass bit of weed that like our homie gave us. Hit that shit, bro, and now he's off the moon. We went to Randall's and stole like Promised Land chocolate milk. And like
How did you function enough to go steal it without just being completely
oh
obvious?
the Randall's thing was easy, dude. No.
He said,
When your high school is like across the street from a supermarket, that bitch is like, nah. You got that discount on all
Man,
the time.
Zach,
working
that
at one of those
that one
has
turned
to
red,
suck.
Zach. Just
Like,
now.
I can't.
Granted, that was like back before you, like, that was a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I'm not
Bro,
quite
that
as old
first
as you
time I
guys,
got
but
high, I
like,
didn't get away with nothing, bro.
different
My
times.
parents knew literally the moment I walked in the door. It was just like, where you been?
It's like me first time I got drunk. Like when I got like shit faced drunk, I was
No.
like throw up
There's no
all on
getting
me and
away.
everything, and walking all drunk. My mom was like, "Where you been?" I'm like, "Don't worry about me." And just try to walk by, and like she's like, "Bitch, you're drunk. Like I'm about to give you hell." Like,
what do you mean? Don't worry about you. Brought you in this world. I'm finna take you out. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I remember a lot of nights sneaking back in drunk,
You know what I mean?
passed out. Get
Thinking
woke
you're
up in
getting
the
away
morning,
with shit.
Grandma in my face. You're drunk. It smells like a. I remember one time she was like, "It smells like a tavern in here." I was like, "What's a tavern? Like, what the hell?"
like good thing.
Smells like a saloon.
Oh man. Yep. Let me see. I think. All right. So the first time I got like couldn't control myself high, I was I 17? I think I was 17. Might have been 18. I'd never had edibles before.
Oh god.
And we used to hang out with this Jamaican guy that called himself
Jamaican guy.
Screwface.
These are not ash brownies.
Jamaican guy, screw
Put your
face.
clothes back
Yeah,
on,
that's
my
what he
boy.
called himself. So it was a whole bunch of us. We was at a friend of mine's house, and Screwface was over there, and he had been telling us about this stuff called ghee. Right?
Butter, like a
You've had it?
yeah, I know what ghee is. It's like a butter, but it's like a fat.
Yes.
It's like a healthy fat.
So imagine that being your first ever edible.
You got fucked up.
Man,
Because the fat absorbs the
Yeah, you
THC,
got
right?
fucked up,
exactly.
That's the only thing I know about the edible shit is that the fat
You-
is like the best carrier.
You definitely got fucked up.
Man, so check it. When we got there, either he was gone or he was doing something. So he didn't tell us how to do this, right? I took a whole piece of bread and dipped it on both sides.
It's like olive oil or
Yes.
Olive Garden style.
This
Yep.
sounds good as fuck, bro.
No, it's tasty.
It's
but
tasty, but don't do it.
Yeah, be careful.
Just tear you a corner of bread. If anybody out there listening, you get some ghee. Just tear you a corner, just the tiniest piece of bread, and dip and eat.
Yeah, it don't take much.
You don't need a lot.
If we have any infused cookers that make amazing stuff like this, please reach out. We would
had
love
some,
to
bro.
try your
You don't
food.
like? Did you not eat one of those fucking pumpkin spice
I
infused
did.
rolls?
I tried the pecan pie and it wasn't even
Bro.
infused.
No,
I didn't
no.
know
Pumpkin,
until
the
after I was
pumpkin
full of
spice
pot.
would have fucked you
We
up.
have some
Ask Mr.
still.
Eric Sadler.
We have some still.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
we will cut you a fresh slice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a piece of that.
You want a piece of that right now?
Oh, for real?
Sure.
Hey,
Hey,
Tony!
Brandon, Tony, someone.
I like
on
the
the
things
fridge?
you do.
You going to sleep. You about to go to a show.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a piece. I'll eat it later.
Yeah, you over there. What are
Yeah,
you trying to do over there?
Driving
Chris?
to-
Yeah, we're going to San Antonio. I got a show
Oh
tonight.
wait,
Look at that bazooka.
show it off.
That's what I've been working on.
That's
I don't know why I can't get
It's not. s-
That's
Yeah,
a
I don't know
shotgun
either.
shell right there.
That's weird. Do you want us to like
That's
try to
bigger
turn
than a
them
12
off and
gauge.
back on?
I'll
See
tell you
if-
that right
or-
now.
Bro, is this thing moving right now?
Yeah, dude.
That's
That
the
looks
only thing I
green.
haven't done.
Hey, what up, Hades?
That's cool as fuck.
And then
I
it's
don't
me
know.
and Travis.
Is there any more of that pie from last time too?
Ba-da-ba. Look, you can take it from me. Like, get
How
its
do I take
attention.
it?
Get its attention.
Aye, attention.
Look,
Attention.
look.
Stop looking at him. Stop. Oh, it's on me now.
Now lean over. It'll take you with it.
How do I?
That bitch is
All
live.
right, I'm gonna pass it back.
What up? How you doing? My name's Tizzle. You got from the Wizard. You wanna? Dude, that looks like your abuela wrapped up your tamales so they'd stay warm.
Right? Don't get me excited. I was like, tamales.
You want to restart it?
Well, yeah, we're
Let them chill for a minute.
Oh, y'all done?
no, we're still going on.
You hold that shit.
We're just
Half a pound? Hey.
trying to
Hey,
see.
y'all be careful with that.
Alright, I'm turning back.
We need like knife, plate, napkin.
I gotta get back in there.
Fuck away from me.
You want me to light this bitch up?
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
All right. Here, bro. Play with this.
Yeah.
Do with you.
Drop.
Recording
Like
it.
it was a wrap after that.
You know what we gotta do here, boys? We've got to drop.
That's 1 kilo of Colombian
So-
Bam Bam.
We'll eat that later.
Turn that one back on.
We'll eat that.
Travis,
later.
turn your camera back on.
Damn, I just
My bad. That's the thing about us stoners. We be forgetting shit. Like, oh yeah, I got to turn the camera back on.
No, I miss.
If it starts working, that's gonna be crazy. Huh?
a sliver.
Do you want a sliver? You're crazy, bro.
Fuck yeah, I want one too.
I'll take a sliver. Fuck it.
Bro, I was so. I may take a little sliver, but just because it tastes good. Damn, that's a big
It
little
tastes
can
so
corso.
good. It really does.
How do we do
It
this?
is really good.
How do we do this? Unwrap this pumpkin goodness.
We need a little sliver. A little,
Okay, which end is open?
I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna unwrap the drop. All right, now we gotta.
I don't know shit about all that, bro.
Okay, there we go. So we got. This is. It's like a roll.
That's a roll, bro.
Oh yeah, it's literally like, dude, it's so
Are
tasty.
they gonna grab us some things and stuff?
I don't know.
Probably not. I can do it if you hold my doobster.
Doobster.
Do you have a knife on you?
That's not a knife. This is a
That's
knife.
not a knife.
Just kidding. You got that knife?
I'll go get like real stuff. Take it, T.
We're cutting the pumpkin bread.
Tony got it.
Yeah. My God. That's close.
Hey! I'm gonna leave this up to you, Thomas. You cut the pumpkin.
Still ain't
My
got it.
knife.
Scripts you need to pry and saw and screw and anything else to the pumpkin
No
bread.
Nevos? They didn't come back? Or will?
It's gonna be.
It's on Eric. Bro, you are crazy. I like y'all, but you are fucking crazy.
You're crazy.
There's a good group of boys out here. How many am I cutting?
I'm good.
Zach?
Sadly, I gotta drive.
I'll take a little bitty sliver.
Do edibles responsibly. Want a piece of this?
It's not a good lord size.
Smoke dog, baby.
Smoke dog.
Yeah, you know I want a piece of it. I heard about your Thanksgiving. I heard y'all were a little bit too lit.
That shit was fucked us all up.
What's what you gonna do? It tastes good though.
Sure is
Dude,
good. You
it's-
can't even
it-
taste the fucking weed.
No, it tastes good a bit.
It's dangerous, bro. Finish it, and I'll tell you how many milligrams it's approximately.
You know what's that good with
And then I'm gonna tell you.
It's like 3,500 milligrams, the whole thing.
How much?
3,500.
So it's like 10 slices.
So like, I don't know.
Man, that looks good.
No, that's over 10 slices. That's like.
Try a little piece. You know, a little bit.
Yeah, like literally just
Yeah, I might be staying in San Antonio tonight.
You driving?
Yeah, I'm driving.
What time's this show y'all gotta go to?
I got a performance. Oh no, that's too big.
It's
I
alright.
wanted
It's
to
alright.
taste it.
You don't have to finish it. You
I'll
don't
take
have
it
to
with
finish
me.
it. Who else? Hey, easy,
Right?
easy with them fingers, bro.
Chubby smoker over here.
That thing was round when I
Hey, my
handed it
fingers are on
off.
the filter, bud.
Just saying, take her easy.
Ovaltine.
So take a easy lad.
You want a piece, Zach? Bet.
Here. Just cut me a smaller little piece.
Cut him a tiny piece.
Okay, all right.
There you go, bud.
Like a true tiny piece, not a
Itty
Thomas
bitty,
tiny.
not a Thomas Tiny.
All right. We'll just
Make
do
sure you get
that.
the white part though, yeah.
All right. Damn.
I think it's on the home.
There you go. Who else out there?
The reaction.
I got napkins to go around if anybody wants one. I guess I'll do some too. Because this bitch looks bomb.
Really is.
Man, who made that?
Our buddy Chris.
All right, everybody's got their bite.
The pumpkin loaf, yeah.
Tastes good.
Drum roll on the milligram.
Oh, he already.
Oh yeah, Sean already said it. It's like 3,500, like, which is a lot, right?
Look at that.
Yeah, it's like 3,500 milligrams or something. For like the whole thing.
To 5K.
Yeah.
That's
a
the
rough.
range.
It's a rough approximate.
There's a margin of error.
Somewhere around there.
1,500.
Somewhere around there.
You know.
If he did his math,
Side
right,
effects may vary.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
3,500, 5,000, somewhere around there.
It's coming out, Thomas. I
Again?
didn't do anything.
That's on
It's a big ass fucking. I literally just went like that and it fell off. Just like that. That's exactly what happened to me.
So you've had ghee.
Yeah, I had.
Oh man,
Gee's no joke.
boy. I was man, I tripped so hard. This how messed up I got. I went to sleep. I wake up. I'm still high. I'm up all night. I'm at my friend's house, right? And I had a car. The next day, I was still so high. I called him. Like, just come get me and take me to your house because I'm too high. I couldn't handle myself. I couldn't handle that high. It was way too much. And I had to. When I finally crashed, she made me some breakfast, and I crashed. And I slept for like 10, 11 hours.
Best sleep you ever had.
Man, I felt better after that. But boy, it was way too intense. Like, colors swirled together. Everything was like super louder. It was just way too much. Way too much. Couldn't stop moving. Yeah, you know.
How you
lay
doing,
there,
Travis?
just
Over here going through it.
Right?
Over here going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You make it?
I'm got the
you
sweat
sweating
going on,
over
but I
there.
think it's from the coughing from this fucking bombshell.
Yeah,
Are you a Partyville resident?
he is.
He is?
He's a Partyville citizen. Yeah,
That's cool.
definitely is.
Are you a Partyville citizen?
Been a Partyville citizen.
I would say Big T's on the city council board of Partyville.
He's worked his way up.
Yeah,
there.
he's pretty up there.
He's like, you
Big,
know,
Big T reps everyone.
Yeah.
Department of Partyville Protection.
Yeah, that's Partyville Sheriff Department right
you go.
there. He's like, I'm a cool
Sheriff
cop.
Big T.
yeah.
That was really good, actually.
Nah,
I wish
he-
I had another piece. I saw the look in your eye. You turn like, oh man, just crumbs.
It's
Womp,
dangerous
womp,
though,
womp.
Oh yeah.
dude. They brought it out. I went for the thickest slice. That whole night. Oh.
Yeah, bro, we were all feeling it.
I
Like,
woke
we all-
up the
we were
next
just-
morning. I felt high.
Bro, we were fucked.
I was like, hell yeah, bro.
Like,
What's for
straight
breakfast? Sheesh.
Sheesh. All right. Well, I know what you'll be doing on the ride back from San Antonio. Sleep.
It's hard to ride in a car when I'm not driving.
I feel that.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm my primary driver, bro.
Yeah.
Same. Riding passengers are weird.
Well, you remember because T. I don't know if he told you he went on that tour with us
Oh yeah.
last summer, and yeah, I have mastered the art of going to sleep.
Anywhere.
Bro, I go
No, it's
sleep
a- it's
anywhere.
a
I don't have a
superpower.
problem sleeping.
The moment I became a father, like I adopted it too. Like I can literally
Gotta
right
do it.
here. Give me a minute. I'll be asleep.
Yeah.
I'll
Like,
fall asleep anywhere. Super easy.
Oh man,
I have no problem sleeping.
all I would have to do
I will be.
And here's what's weird.
I don't have enough time to sleep. That's
When I
the
get
problem.
home, yeah, I don't have time. I'm up.
So like, I sleep.
Yeah. So, Big T will tell you, man, I'd hit a little bit, cross my arms in the back of that van, out. 'Cause we were driving like 7-8 hours at a time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's when you're
Tours.
on tour, right?
Yeah.
That's like, bro, when we get back from tour, I don't want to see any of y'all for a week straight.
No, I didn't.
Exactly.
I
Like, you're.
didn't.
Woo. Yeah. No, it. You know, it brings the real ones out. You know, you got to be real to stick through that
Yeah,
shit.
it'll test you, and it really tests the bonds of your.
Fuck yeah, it
it'll test
does.
the bonds of the people you're working with, right?
You gotta be able to fuck.
yeah.
Nothing goes right as planned, like ever, dude.
There you go, big
So like, you gotta be able to adapt and overcome, and
I want to
like,
see this joint real quick.
you're never gonna be comfortable. Only the strongest fucking survive. That's rough.
Right?
Travis threw up.
Did he?
Fuck yeah.
That's why I had to see what the hype was about.
That's my dude, sir.
You all right?
Yeah, make it.
I got the sweat going.
I had another water, brother.
I texted them
I'll load it
earlier.
up over
I
here.
told them to turn the air down because you were over here sweating earlier. I was like, man, Casino's sweating. I'll turn that air down. It gets a little stuffy in here some days.
Yeah, you
All
know,
all the smoke.
all the smoke.
I ain't gonna lie, that thing is good. No, I'm good on that.
You good on this?
Yeah, that's a.
Make you feel nauseous?
It's too big for
I
big
need
teeth.
something smooth and easy to hit, like a sweet, bro. Like that thing's
Like,
like.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling it right now after hitting it.
No,
Like,
Yeah.
Bro,
This
I
is an
smoke
anti-tobacco
cigarettes, bro.
podcast.
Like, yeah, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
You're like trying to make the biggest thing possible. It's like
No.
it's like a test.
I could have been bigger.
That's what
she said.
This is modest on that podcast, doobies. I feel like it really is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, don't fret. I'm over here.
Hey, y'all should do a challenge
no.
to see like that's the biggest joint you can roll.
Me.
Yeah,
I'll
we
win.
can do
You got
it.
it?
We've
You
done-
see that
we've
time
done,
up
we've
there?
done these challenges.
2 minutes, 45
Oh
seconds.
shit! All right.
That's I rolled 2 blunts.
Yeah, that's a
Broke-
whole pack of Swisher.
Broke down both pillows. The only thing that was prepped was the weed was broken up.
okay.
But I had to split it, gut it, and I rolled 2 blunts in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And ain't nobody on the followers in here has beaten it. Know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but beep, motherfucker.
Did it have holes in it and shit? Was like the wrap?
No, I smoked both of
and
them.
shit?
And I feel like they didn't look bad either. Like, don't get me wrong.
They
Quick
look
blunts,
good,
not
but-
perfect, but
Yeah.
like, you know, they smoke good. They didn't run like crap.
What was it?
I feel like we should have the driving simulator video where it shows the person like in the driving simulator practicing rolling a blunt in traffic.
I done
Like
that.
go ahead and drive with the wheel and shit. And that sounds like it's perfect for Buckethead Zach. Just like sit there and on the simulator practice rolling a blunt in traffic. You ever done that before? You ever
On
rolled a blunt in
simulator?
traffic? But have you ever
shit.
done it actually on the highway?
Doing on like a
I'm very good at
120
driving with
miles
my
an hour
knees.
per hour in a, or 140 miles per hour in a McLaren.
Yeah.
Can you roll a
Can you
blunt
roll
like that without wrecking
left-handed
it
while driving
Yeah.
100
on the Autobahn?
That sounds like the gangster chick I used to mess with. So yeah, she would drive around, one leg here, rolling a blunt, and taking a sip, doing that.
It's doing the zoom.
Zoom?
Yeah, it was doing the zoom.
Those are Marion types? Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Marion gangster chick.
Happened at 8:19 today, Tomas.
That shit sound real good till you get stabbed or shot by her.
What?
I didn't say Marion killer.
You need to put. It's gonna be on. That's gonna be on your tomb. That's gonna be on your tombstone.
What you think?
Married a gangster chick.
See, a gangster just might hit you upside the head with the frying pan. The killer will stab you. They don't want to get stabbed.
Nah, she ain't hitting you nowhere fatal. She just wanted to hurt.
Just a light bludgeoning.
See what I'm saying?
Whoa.
She like stab you in the forearm or something.
We got that internet thing back.
Hey, it's back.
The comments are back. Yeah, it's a roasted duck.
Yeah, it's a Rasta duck.
Is that a Rasta duck?
What happened at 8:19 today, Thomas?
Is that
Yeah, what happened? I have the video.
at JP?
Nah, that's Tony.
It did.
Oh, that was Tony? Yeah, Tony sunk that shot.
Tony
Swish.
stole the ball from Thomas,
And then
took it to the 3-point line, turned around, and swished it on his ass.
Swish. Whole ass step back.
And then ran
Kobe.
in like 8-19, run the cameras back.
Yeah, I made
This
one
was
right. I
funny
made
as I
one
didn't
right
understand
before
what
that.
you
I
did.
threw it behind like this
Over the back.
Bro,
over the door and everything.
I didn't know I could
I've
do
hit, I've
that.
hit like 4 or 5 of them now.
I didn't know we could do that. Like, I'm gonna start looking at my watch every time I do some fly shit.
Pause.
I'm be like, oh,
Right.
Can we run this back?
Right.
Big T, did you say you needed something smoother, like a sweet?
yeah,
How is that smoother than a paper at all?
bro, you can't qualify this as a normal.
I just want to
paper.
argue. I
You've
feel
got
like
like
you
an
need some argument.
M80 of a fucking joint right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro.
This thing is not even just a paper.
They don't
like,
make M80s this big.
Somebody said earlier it looked like it's saying.
Bro, if you thought a backwoods was harsh, take away the slow burning of that and add some thin ass paper to it and make it a little bit thicker than a backwood.
Huh?
That's what you got. You got some super thicker than my thumb.
Yeah, but all you taste is like the weed, bro. There's like not a lot of
But it's
paper
on a
here.
paper though.
What do you mean it's not a paper?
No, it's on a paper,
Well,
so it's
yeah.
gonna burn faster than a wrap.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I do something slow.
So a Swisher Sweet is more smooth
Well,
than that
No
thing.
fucking way.
If I
It's
were to
way
say
more
something
harsh.
about Swisher Sweets, it would be that they are smooth and slow burning.
That man did that like the commercial. Pay that man. Pay that man.
Holla at Big House. You know who I'm talking to.
So there's a Swisher Sweet rep that
Yeah.
comes by
Yeah.
the smoke shop. She always be like getting that Big T. You know what I mean? Like kind of spitting
She's
game
like-
at my man.
She said,
She called him Big Hoss.
I didn't see the green machine outside, Big Hoss.
Yeah.
I swear on everything. That's what she said.
from my
today.
house sauce.
Not the house sauce.
The house sauce.
The house sauce. Bro, how you think I got us all that
Yeah,
cool
looks
ass
like
Swisher
sage
gear?
for real.
Bro, we ended up with like 100 keychains, 10 hats, like 20 bottle openers, all kinds of bags and bags and bags of gear. And I'm like, well, she's like, you want more house? And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean,
Bro,
I can hold more.
hey, did you fuck her
No, what?
to get us all that free
No,
stuff, bro?
I'll give you some hugs.
Did you give her the
All
hot
I'm gonna
sauce
say
later
is I let her
in
grab
the
my
green
ass
machine?
just a little bit when she hugged me.
The
You
hot sauce
know
of
what
the
I'm
green
saying?
machine.
She only grabbed my ass just a little bit when we left. That was it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make a big deal out of it. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of Swisher gear. She just made one little
Appreciate that, bro. We all do.
Just took
My
one
man
for the
over
team.
here
Hell yeah.
slanging hostages for Swisher Sweets.
You know them old ladies be super huggy.
Oh Lord. All right, house. He's a big
What?
house.
What else we got? You want to do any shout outs? Any?
Yeah. First, shout out to my crew, Raw with the Dog. Shout out to CHHK, the label, everybody. It's too many of y'all
Let's
today.
take this from me.
I wasn't trying.
What happened?
You want me to?
Take it.
Take it? What up?
Make faces for it.
I'm trying to listen
Sorry,
to my man's
we're
shout-outs.
over here messing with the Pivo, and this man's trying to do his shout outs. We're over here
Yeah,
like,
you're good.
y'all recording a good skit, bro. Y'all keep it going.
Yeah, no, keep going. Because we're high.
It was like, it just felt like everybody
All
was
right,
looking
stop
at me.
recording.
Sorry.
So, did we get any of your music played during this time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
played
played a
video.
little bit, but we've been having some technical difficulties. So we've been rolling with this camera.
Yeah, I know they played that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have had a lot of technical difficulties. We've been making it work, though.
Yeah, this works. So we've just been trying not
Rocking
to.
out.
Some podcasts with technical difficulties, and not all the cameras are better than no podcast.
Hey,
Right?
exactly.
Are you doing
Exactly.
a live stream on
What?
Are you doing a live stream on it?
No, I didn't feel like doing it.
No, that's good. That just means it's not taking out that.
Yeah, I'm just like recording stuff and then sending it all later. Anyways, shout outs. Let's try this again.
Yeah, where did I leave off?
You said raw with the.
Oh, yeah, Raw with the Dog.
That's a tongue twister. Raw with the
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, it's Raw with the Dog.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the production team and the writing crew. So yeah, we make all the hits. Shout out to CHHK. That's the label I'm with. Whole bunch of them. What up, everybody? Man, I keep a tight crew.
Yeah.
It ain't a whole lot. Well, shout out to Frat House Gang.
Shout out to Big T for introducing us and making this all happen.
Man. Absolutely. Shout out to Big T. He's probably one of the coolest people I've met in the past 2 years.
Easy there. Just kidding.
He's like, nah, he ain't that cool.
He ain't that cool, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't pump his ego up. Yeah.
He already called himself Hoss.
Yes.
She calls me.
She called you Hoss.
This little old white lady, Swisher lady, calls me Hoss, and I'm down.
That is hilarious.
As long as she got gear for me.
Well, you heard it here first. He will prostitute himself for Swisher.
I have house hugs for gear.
Yeah.
House hugs for gear.
There's supposed to be a few reps coming by soon.
Yeah, well, the bar is set high.
It's due.
This is the Swisher House.
Swisher House.
But nah, I appreciate y'all having me on. Let me come talk about the brand and talk about the music. Have some smoke. Smoke the shotgun shell over there. First time for that.
Not even a shotgun shell. It's like a mortar shell, like World War II.
I was gonna say that's way bigger than a 12
shit.
gauge. Like, yeah,
How many filters was that?
just 6. Well,
Just
no.
only 6.
Okay, so 6 with the center, so it's like a flower, but there is 2 wrapped around to hold it. So like 8.
How'd you learn how to do this?
YouTube.
No, I literally didn't. I make this shit up. Like I've seen some shit on like Instagram and like stuff like that, no doubt. But like, nah, I fold filters different than most people. Like I don't like the ones that have the perforated shit. Like I like to fold my
You're a
own.
filter folder.
Oh, I'm a frequent filter folder fanatic.
Frequent filter folder fanatic.
That's called alliteration. Did you know that?
The more you know.
But yeah, no, I just be fucking around, and being a part of this great movement and team, I get the chance to mess around with a good amount of fucking product. You know what I mean? And sometimes I make these.
Yeah.
I never weigh them though. Like I'm always curious and like, what would something like that on the legal market like go for? You know what I mean? Like, would it ever be worth like selling things like that?
Maybe, bro. That might be your niche into the weed world whenever it becomes legal.
Maybe.
It's like, hey, did you ever just want to smoke a quarter ounce of gas at the same one sitting? Let me show you this.
Is a Cali vibe just not enough? Would you rather smoke 3 at once?
Are you tired of smoking 2 joints in the morning
You know what, though?
and 2 joints in the afternoon?
There's a market for that.
Yeah, there's definitely a market for it, especially if you're like donut those out and now you put some keef on the outside, put some distillate and keef, like
a chubby Jeter.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you know how they're like it's basically like, oh, it's 1 5-minute whatever, it's 1 5-hour fucking joint.
But not only that, like something like that'll become like a challenge for groups of people that's doing stuff. It's a novelty.
Well, yeah, Raw's already got this challenge cone. It's like a 5-pack, and it comes like a big one and then a little one, and then it goes down.
There you go. Hey, now see, all right, now that's an idea.
See, you just gotta brand yourself, bro. You call them the.
Bro,
No, it's out.
The tank engines.
The Chubby Jeter.
The Thomas the Tank Engines.
The Thomas the Tank.
You get you a pen, crack it open, roll that bitch in the juice real quick, and then roll it in some motherfucking keef, bro. And you got you a space cannon.
Space Cannon. These are good names.
I'm telling you.
All right, don't say any more. Copyright, trademark.
Yeah, copyright. You heard it here first.
Kick you in the nuts.
You heard it here first,
bro. It's gonna hurt.
Big T's my financial backing and security, so be careful.
Big size 12.
He said dividends and securities. Oh man.
Well, we appreciate you coming out here.
Hell yeah,
Hey,
dude.
yeah, man. Yeah,
We definitely want to get
appreciate
you
it.
on here as a recurring guest if you be down.
I
every
would
so
definitely
often.
be down. When I get some new flavors, because we always get I've been actually getting quite a lot of what they got, but there's one in particular I'm waiting on. So I'll come back.
Whenever you get it, you let us know, and you can hop on anytime.
Yeah.
So.
Man.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's a good episode. So we want to get you on a good episode when all the cameras are working and all our tech's on good, so we can get the good clips and everything.
Yeah,
bro.
YouTube Shorts.
All right.
You need to get on YouTube. You on the
You know
YouTube
what?
Shorts?
I've done
Bro.
a few for like premieres of my videos, but
You should do more. They do well. So like we're looking at analytics. You know what I mean? And like we're getting a lot of our subscribers lately from the shorts.
nice.
So and it's just because they're pushing it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
And they're pushing that real hard right now.
Live performances.
yeah.
Well, you'd want to make them like clips, like the best parts.
That's what he's been showing us all the
Yeah, like all
marketing
these
of the
little
reels
bitty-
and shorts and shit. Like that shit runs.
Like anything less than a minute.
What I had to do when I do the prayer
Mhm.
at the end of Armand, and I'm like, everybody, you put your hands up to the sweet big baby Jesus in the sky. We'll have to grab that one.
Yeah, so like just grab as many as little like if you go to his show, you know, grab a bunch of just little bitty like minute clips, you know,
Yeah.
nothing too long, and then just
Run them over.
dude, it's so easy. To, like,
It's just
really
like
put
the
it on
stories, you know, they're pushing all that on Facebook and
I'm learning
Instagram.
about all that shit.
there. It's a lot of work, but help him out. You know what I'm saying? Get a little clip in there from a fan perspective.
It's not like my MySpace having my uploaded of my songs on my MySpace music page and all that stuff.
Where are y'all going
Those were the
tonight?
days.
Tonight, we're about to take off, go to San Antonio. I'll be at the Epic Bar.
So you're performing?
Yeah.
At the Epic Bar?
Yep.
What time is that going to be at?
When I get there.
Yeah, once we leave here, shoot down there. I think we're doing like 12:30.
12:30.
Yeah.
All right, y'all hear it?
Probably
heard
don't
it.
start till you
If you're in San Antonio, go check him out.
Yeah, man. Come on down. Guaranteed to have a good time.
The mayor of Partyville.
Yeah, Partyville's in San Antonio.
Partyville's
tonight.
biggest supporter and citizens.
There you go.
Partyville is like a traveling sovereignty.
Yeah. Every stage
It's like
I hit is
everywhere we
Partyville.
go, it's Partyville.
There you go. Time to
Always
party.
Partyville.
That's awesome.
It's Partyville here tonight.
Hell yeah. We'll be back with some more good smokes.
Well, everyone have a good night.
Can't wait.
So we'll holler y'all later. We'll see y'all, I guess, Monday.
Holla.
Have a good night.
Holla.
Thank you for watching the High Flyers Club podcast. You can listen on the go with your Spotify app or any other online radio podcast stations.